China's controversial national security law is in full effect, and critics say it is going to allow Beijing to crack down on Hong Kong in the wake of last year's pro-democracy protests. In fact, just last night, 300 pro-democracy protesters were arrested. Ramy Inocencio is following everything from Tokyo.
China's new national security law for Hong Kong is a done deal, but thousands of anti-government demonstrators and anti-China activists still hit the streets in anger as well as in defiance. But today there's definitely a changed mood in the air too, one of fear and one also even of sadness that this new law is now in effect. And Hong Kong police also were clearly out in force to uphold this law, deploying water cannon against protesters along with tear gas and rubber bullets and arresting people along the way. Their main goal was to stop a planned illegal march, one that's been held legally every July 1st for the past few decades that protests China's Communist Party. Now this year, police banned the march, citing public safety because of coronavirus. Earlier today, they warned the crowds they would use force to disperse them, raising banners before pepper spraying and arresting people, including former pro-democracy legislators. In contrast to the protests on the street, though, there was pomp at the leadership level. Today, July 1st, is also the 23rd anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China after 99 years of British rule. There was the traditional flag-raising ceremony for both China and Hong Kong this morning, along with a helicopter flyby and a fireboat salute. Chief Executive Carrie Lam said the new law will restore prosperity to the financial hub that's been rocked by violence and slammed by a deep recession. Beijing has pushed back against international criticism of this law from the likes of the U.S., Europe, Japan, and Australia, with one politician saying Hong Kong is, quote, none of your business. Critics of this new law say it'll be twisted to quash freedom of speech, assembly, the independent judiciary, and political dissent. And one other notable thing about China's new national security law, it doesn't just affect Hong Kongers, it actually affects every single person around the world. That's according to law professors who have seen the text. So if you've said anything bad about China and Hong Kong together through the lens of this national security law, you could be committing a crime and you could be liable for 3 years to up to life in prison.